Yo, what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today, oh boy, do I have a special, possibly just inspirational, drama-infused, upcoming prediccionos for what Season 2 is and could be bringing us in some areas as kind of this precursor to, I don't want to say necessarily stirring the pot, but I thought it would be really cool to do this questionnaire. And so I put together a Google form. We've got 11 questions on it. It's essentially for anyone within Kingdom 1 through Kingdom 4 to come in, answer questions, and just give their feedback, right? Some of the stuff is funny. Some of the stuff is, might come off a bit maybe intense. And then others will, I'm sure, be somewhere in between. Though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off everything. So I'm going to show you guys the questions. We'll kind of do them one by one, right? We'll read through all of the answers and just, have a fun, good time with it. And then, I'll be able to read all the comments on this video afterwards. Before we get started, as always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you sub, like, ring the notification bell. And of course, if you want to join to be a part of our conversation, hit up the Discord. You can find a link to that in the pinned comment description right down below. Remember, new videos are coming out, hopefully, every day at 9 a.m. Eastern /14 UTC in-game. Okay. Here we go, without further ado. All right, so I actually had 55 people respond to this within about 36, I think it was about a 36-hour window. So really happy to see so many people. Now, this is an anonymous form, right? So anyone that submitted feedback or filled out these questions, it's all anonymous, right? Unless you signed with your name, which if anyone wanted to do, you're more than welcome. But that's one of the important things. I love doing these types of kind of Q&A / questionnaires because, especially when they're anonymous, because you usually have a higher chance of getting more engagement. With that in mind, let's start diving right in. So the first question we ask is, what are you most looking forward to in Season 2? Right, we got war. What is the potential of the war game? A lot of close power alliances fighting would be like the max potential of the first steps of the game. We got new map exploration, the wars and final outcome, watching King get crushed. See, there we go. Winning Zone 3. Just the progression of the game and learning new things. Looking forward to more heroes, artifacts, alliance events, more drama and exciting war. This is a strategy war game. This is not a Farmville game. I really hope the CoD team will reduce the stamina reduction so that you can have more fun on engaging war. We got more events. The extreme chaos that will consume the entire map. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. More fighting and fun. We got more rewards, war, server merge, and reset map and alliances. Fun, good fights, good strategic gameplay. I like that. Everyday battle, epic drama and issues. People whining about their farms being massacred. I mean, that could happen. Free-to-play, friendly season, and more fun. What I hope is that they continue to improve and add new things, like the trading system, that alliances have a quota system to go through doors, improvements in the customization of alliance banners, that the community continues to grow, and maybe there will be new ideas later. Okay, I like that. New KVK system, new behemoths, the merge of the servers, new alliance fights and strategies, a lot of activity from all servers together. I think that's a really important one, right? A lot more activity. Chaos and war, a new Dwarven Alliance and Sea Wars. Okay. Again, I don't know if Sea Wars is coming in Season 2. Not sure if everyone understood the assignment on this question based on just the information that we have so far. Some might be thinking that it's, hey, what we'd like to see added into the game. I think that's a later question. We got 4 kingdoms getting dumped into a communal server. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. New adventures, love Season 1, meeting new people, etc. Just looking forward to seeing where the game goes like and so far. I like that. I think that's a good answer as well, is being able to meet new people, right? Have this kind of collaboration of social engagement on one server with the combination of 4. Let me see here. More advanced alliances, cooperations. Watching BN's project fail again, preferably crush it myself. First off, I'm not doing a project for the merge server. Just wanted to point that out. New fight. Better combat control. New people to play with. Rebuilding a new foundation. Yeah. I don't really know where I go with this one. Vengeance against TA. War. More farming and gathering and rewards. What do I have? New alliances and new hostilities. And, of course, new drama. Always the drama. Ah, that's right, man. New content. More burning cities, epic war, starting afresh again, resetting the levels is an interesting concept. There's new rules to explore and new heroes to obtain. Awesome. Kick Arse TA players. See, there we go, man. New behemoths, new fights being maxed. Killing you. Wow, interesting. I wonder if that's you as in you at me. And if so, that probably won't be difficult to do. Just more fun and fight. Mainly just because I'm not leveling my account. Mainly just there for the content and the enjoyment. War, restarting with better knowledge. Oh, I like that. That's actually a good answer. You should try to know the storyline from the books the game gives when you explore villages. I see no one interested in the game story, but they did a great job on the game lore. I'm excited for that. I actually really like that piece of feedback. I have read a little bit, but I will admit myself I don't want to say I'm not super interested in the lore. It's just not, for me, right, my cup of tea. Which is to not take away from the fact that they added it in. It's just, it's like going into a multiplayer game. If you enjoy multiplayer, right, and the game has a multiplayer and a story mode, right, you might just be getting it for you might just go and buy the game for the multiplayer, whereas other people might buy it for both, right, or some people might just want to go in just for the story mode. New activity, new challenges in the map. Commanders, have fun. We got new stuff, some more PvP and PvE, new heroes, new gameplay, new events. That's a good one to end on. Okay, let's get to this one. Which alliance do you think will win Season 2? Here we go. So you have 29.1% of the vote is King with 16. We got Server 2's TA with 18.2% of the vote. It's 10. We got S4's Unt here with 12.7% of the vote. And then we have, 3.55? Okay, oh wow, so these are tied. So then you got S2's GRZ and S3's 4BDN tied at 3 votes apiece, 5.5%, right? So that kind of rounds out our top 5 for which alliances, right, based on 55. I love doing these questionnaires, man. I got to do these more often. And again, if you're interested at all in wanting to participate in my next one, right, all you got to do is just join the Discord and react to the Call of the Dragons reaction in our Reaction Rules channel. And then, again, you'll get pings for when I do these next ones. Okay. Then I like this one. Which alliance do you want to crush or see crushed in Season 2? So we got, with 30.9% of the vote, almost a third, we got S2's TA. 17 people said they want to see them crush. We got S2's OWO, right, with 21.8% of the vote, right? So just between them, right, it almost seems as though the majority, right, you have, 52.7% of the vote is essentially on Server 2. And then you got S1's King here with 16.4% of the vote at 9. And then we got S4's Unt here with 7.3% of the vote. So that's intense. Okay, then let's get to, what did you enjoy the most about Season 1? So for this one, right, it's drama, war, magma, necromancer hunt, working as a team to build a peaceful kingdom, behemoths, killing... You guys kill me. Understanding the game mechanics, building good relationships. I like that. Learning the basics of the game. S4 PvP talents, event and behemoth. Non-stop war since Zone 1 until Zone 3 and Server 3. TA, which been bullied. But at the end, they dominate the Server 2. Learning the game and forming great friendships. Figuring the game out with my friends as we go. Awesome. I like that. Behemoth's reward, range combat. Fan of that. Everything about the game from behemoth to PvP to war. Learning PvP mechanics. Making friends in KE for sure. Oh, and behemoth's fight. Nice. Wars. War drama and rewards. There you go. Should be a tagline. What I enjoyed the most... my agua. What I enjoyed the most was the growth I had within the game and getting to know the game in many aspects. Gathering, old system, free farm, free kill, farmer, and flag area. The game in general, but I guess wars as well, since it gave more life to the game. Behemoths, talking with Aiden Bear 123. Shout out to Aiden. A frantic start, followed by rising powers coming to a brief but violent end. Then weeks of peace and development, learning the new game mechanics like behemoths and new long-range attacks. Awesome. Building a city and open field fight, seeing NAST. Oh, that must have been my alliance. Die from the inside out. I mean, that usually happens when you're getting bludgeoned with constant attacks. But yeah, that happened. I guess it depends on how you define die. Fight and behemoth combat. Traveling for behemoths. The fights and the drama, nothing else. Okay, all right. Behemoth hunting. The fighting is, it was just chocolate fudge. I actually really like chocolate fudge. The fighting is S2. Watching everyone cheat and devs do nothing. Oh, rough life. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, first off, the thing about the cheating thing, right? Again, I can understand why some people would just want to simplify it down to that. I think any type of bug or exploit that's done, there's only so much they can do at a certain point. And, I will just say this. I think they did the best job they could have at that time, even though it obviously is not going to rectify the situation completely. Behemoth, Warren, OWO, respect for OWO for giving us an awesome Warren K2. Oh, I like that, man. I like that. I like that respect. The respect jab, man. That's awesome. There wasn't constant war. We were able to battle on and off, not full on endlessly, which gets tiresome. We work together with allies to obtain objectives. A drama that goes beyond Korean dramas. I like that. That's funny. We got co-op. What is this? Co-op fights. Co-op fights and strong community, killing, PvP, and chat on world chat, behemoth hunting, making PKO2 cry, ooh, the rough stuff. Learning and meeting lots of great friends, PvP strategies, game lore, alliance friendship, and betrayal dramas. The dynamic and story of the game. Oh, we're getting wrecked. Oh, you guys are too much for me. The people I'm playing with, collecting heroes, behemoths, and PvP. All right. Awesome. Ooh, some good stuff there. Okay, next one is we got which player do you think will PvP the most in Season 2? Okay, so this is, again, right, so I gave a list of 25 people, and then I also put an other tag, just in case, if anyone wanted to add someone else in for a vote. So a third of the vote goes to Junie, right, from S2, right? 34.5% of people think Junie is going to PvP the most, and then we got 18.2% of the vote goes to Server 1's Ghost, right? Essentially, two of the top three players currently with Midas now. And you got Midas got 3.6% of the vote, and then we got S2's Immortal and S4's The Ripper at 3.6% of the vote, and then we got S4's Ninja. Just trying to look for some shout-outs there for the other people who at least got 2 votes. So yeah, again, man, we'll see. I mean, obviously some people to look out for, right? With Ghost being the strongest player right now, Junie being the number 3 player, Midas being number 2. I think Bogey's up there still with them at number 4. But interesting to see, right? And one of the things I wanted to try and do, and I'll probably do this next time, is going off of the top 25 players that have the most merits, because I think that's also something that will increase. I think for this one, I just kind of plugged in the top 25 most powerful players. But when I thought about it later, I should have done it based on the top 25 merits. So an opportunity for next time. Okay. Next question here we have is which player, right? And this could be intense. We have which player do you want to see get crushed in Season 2? Okay, so at the moment, right, you got Junie. He's got 20% of the vote right now with 11. I have none here. I don't know. Yeah, see, no one else got 2 or more, I think. Again, some people... And then decide. Yeah, so again, right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm sure this is probably a majority of S2 people that could be voting in that direction. Again, I appreciate the coordination there. But okay. Then we have the next one here is, right, which kingdom will keep most or all of their home kingdom alliances together the longest in Season 2? And I think this is probably more straightforward, right? So you got S4, right? 45.5% of the vote. I mean, I think that is probably a giveaway, right? Based on what we covered for all the kingdoms, it was pretty indicative, right? Based on S4's growth, that they had a really big jump in overall progression and power up from their kind of early unification. And then we have 27.3% of the vote goes to Server 1, Server 2 at 20%, and then Server 3 at 7.3%. Okay. Then we get to the next one, which is how would you like to see Season 2 play out? And I gave a couple examples, but I also added in an other tag, just if people wanted to add in their own. And so I'll read some of these over here. But let me just show you out of the 4 I plugged in, right? So actually, oh wow, quite a few of these got even numbers. So let's just start with blue. One of the ones I did was free for all, just for all the alliances. Just anything goes, right? Just doesn't matter. 23.6% of the vote. The other one was Zone 1 is safe to build, then you just fight it out in Zone 2 and beyond, right? 13, right? 23, same percentage. Then we get to the yellow here, or I guess light orange, and this is zone 1 plus zone 2 are safe, and then everyone just fights it off and fights it out in zone 3, right? So interesting that we saw some mixed reviews here. And then this one is even unions close in power to fight on fair terms, plus fight it out from zone 1, right? Basically just free for all at that point. And this one actually got 18.2% of the vote. Let's read some of the other ones that people submitted. We have, I'd like to be able to upgrade my heroes and our star levels again. That's not what we asked, bro. But I mean, I guess kind of. I should have reworded the question. Really, it's my own fault. This person said want S4 to dominate, and we will. Haha. Okay. All right. Shots fired. Due to the hostility of many who entered to challenge the King's alliance with insults, I think there is already hostility. Everyone allies together to crush NASTi in peace and unity. First off, listen. If you're gonna spell my name, you got to put the lowercase I. Okay. The level of disrespect is just appalling. And then we have there are no rules because someone will break the rules again. We felt it and it hurts. Zone 1 save, zone 2 and 3 war zones. Okay, cool. All right, and then we get to one of our, I think, getting closer to some of the last ones. How would you rate the updates thus far? Now, I didn't ask a question here, but I just wanted to kind of get a general, right? This is from 0, poor, 10, they're great. And so you can see here, right, overwhelmingly, more on the positive side, right? A few low scores, but for the most part, you're kind of seeing the bulks here at, 6 and more, kind of 6 plus. You have 20 8s. We got 11 7s, and then we have 8 9s. So again, right, I think good scores when you're looking, probably somewhere more so around that 8 range. Just when you're kind of looking at the other numbers to average out, which I actually think is pretty good, right, when you think about it so far. Okay, then we get, where is all the drama going to be in Season 2? Yeah. So Zone 2, everywhere, no idea, OWOTA, Hollandale. Surrounding Server 4 is, as preseason is looking like King vs. PH, the whole map. Don't want drama, although it's a war game, so I expect an exceptional dramas, but hope not in Season 2. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. The hate of OWO to TA, they cannot still accept that TA dominates Server 2. That's why they stick like a lizard to the king so that they have a chance to defeat the TA. Server 4, also a powerhouse. They have a high chance to conquer Season 2. I don't know. Everywhere. S2. I can't reveal that yet. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. Aunt and King, they will be neighbors. Okay. Definitely in Zoland and Forgotten Land. Okay. We got, let me see here. I'm not sure, but I'm excited with the drama next season. Hoping you can provide us details. Definitely will do my best. I have the feeling TA will be the focus of the drama again, but not sure though. OWO, allies, King versus TA, unending war that will continue for the next seasons. The drama, I think, from the other servers, they already brought drama to Server 1, and they continue to do so. Behemoth and passes. S1, we got, let me see here, King versus TA drama. Since OWO allied King, well, hang on, King versus TA drama, since OWO allied King or merged, whichever it is. Okay. King smashing Junie. Yo, what's up with Junie, man? I mean, I talked to him a couple times. He was like a nice guy. Forgotten Lands and Sophronia. Zone 2, or perhaps even the opening of Pass 1 between Zoneland and Forgotten Realms. Fighting in-house from same servers. Alliance betrayals. Let me see. Surrounding Boss Sassy's failed excuse of a project. Wait, which project? I don't know any of my projects that have failed. But man, this person loves me. I really appreciate the commitment. I really do. Everywhere. Mates, no ally on beginning. Okay, I guess, sure. Zone 3 in World Chat. Zone 3, probably World Chat, honestly. Yeah, I could see that. Steel, trying to run things is going to end badly for all of us. From S4, he has a big head and a big mouth in CoD Discord. Many of our players don't like him already. I doubt S1, 2, 3 will like him. I don't really have a comment. I don't know Steel that well. But shots fired, right? Shots have been fired. Betrayal and me, star of the show. Oh, Betrayal and me. Star of the show. Is this Lenin? Who wrote this? I'm just joking. I have no idea. Among former S2 alliances, let me see here. TA, Deno, Grudge, Biowoo, Zone 2, and onwards. I don't know from the beginning. Let me see your videos because you're not objective TA lover. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I get on and I only record when I can. So. I enjoy looking at things objectively from both sides, and That's just how I always approach it. But thank you for the feedback. Anywhere TA and OWO meet, fight drama will begin. PKO2 crying in World Chat. Darklands, King plus OWO plus PKO2 plus some other alliance versus TA plus GRZ plus 4BDN. Actually, doesn't sound that bad. EMP higher-ups getting revenge. I mean, I think that's funny. Just because that person added it in. People who say betray, betrayers betray us, and so on. Bugs in the beta, mainly Zone 2. Okay, cool. And then I have my last question, which I thought we would end on a good note, right? Or I guess a more positive note. What has been the best parts about Call of Dragons for you thus far? Of course, the first one is Endless Wars. The battle mechanics, politics and alliance building, new experience in Kingdom Builder genre, watching OWO EMP cry. Rough life, man. These shots are just always being fired, whether it's at anyone. Open field wars. The whole game is great for me. Really can't wait for global release. I am with you there. The best part for me is when all alliances in S4 unite in one goal to be an organized server. The long-range unit and the graphics of the game compared to other Kingdom Builder games. Awesome. Okay, cool. The troop type uniqueness and the stamina system. I do. I think it's very interesting. I'm excited to see how it plays out for a few seasons. CoD doesn't seem to make you have boring downtime. There was always something fun to do or a war to be fought. Okay. Nice. Friends, meeting new friends and having fun figuring out a new game together. The gameplay is smooth most of the time, and the mechanics are usually pretty good with only minor issues. I wish dead troops from bugs were a bit less common, though. I can agree there. Long-range field fighting in Behemoths. At least free-to-play and low spenders don't have hard time fighting in war because open field fight where Alliance, which have most active participant, will most likely win. I like that. It's free-to-play. But definitely, I do think it is more free-to-play. That's for sure. I'm confused what thus means. Dang you! Why can't you just Google it like a normal person? I still love you. The dramas and graphics, getting rewards and growing in power, all quit Rock for it. Okay, all right, okay, I understand. Shots fired at Rock. For me, the whole game in general, I have no complaints yet. PvP and free-to-play system, not yet. Leveling up and increasing power wasn't as boring as Rock, so probably that is the best thing. Okay, I like that. Trash talk, man, you guys just kill me. Friendship, heroes' backstory, lore, organized battles. I think that's the same guy who mentioned the lore stuff before. Since I am server 3, when we were just fighting for power, I was originally in Peppo, but then joined for BDN 5. I like it so far. P.S. I told you I loved your videos. I meant to keep up the good work, Sir Redders TM. Hey, Redders, you're the only person who signed off with their name, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate the kind love and words. More advanced field fighting, which allows to form some tactics. Yeah, it definitely does. Watching NASTi burn to the ground. Bro, we talked about this, okay? You got to hit me with that lowercase IZ, okay? Gosh, these people with just my feelings crushed constantly. That's cool. We'll talk about it later. Innovation. Smooth game. Much better game experience. Low spender friendly. I like that. The combat is amazing. Players, the alliance and friends I made throughout the journey. The Behemoths, planning the backstabs for next season. Hey, there you go. Man, this guy with his chocolate fudge, man. Listen, I get it. Make yourself some brownies. Go hard. Big fights. You can now farm in territory without being hit. Okay. Graphics and game style. I do like the graphics. Awesome game mechanics. Free healing of troops. Open field battles. Relatively quick season. Team-based objectives. Union system with allies. Oh, man, you're hitting stuff on my heartstrings there. Very interesting to play, and the fighting in the field is the best. I agree there. Everything. We got, making friends, good people, and free heal. Stay strong and rich. Being neutral and crushing PKO2. Man, these shots fired are just always constant. War. Let me see here, man. Learning and growing with the game. PvP lore. The time we clapped NAST Alliance back in Zone 1. Man, thank you for finally being the first person to either write my name, a part of my name, or the Alliance name correctly. I do appreciate you. Open field fight. The interaction of the people in the game, but it's a game and it should be fun for everyone. Okay, I like that. War and Behemoths, PvP, and then of course we end with the drama. So man, this is so cool. I need to do more of these more often, man. Thank you so much, man. I want to give a shout out to everyone, even including my haters and fans and fanners. I don't really know what the combination word there is, but thank you again. I just want to say, all joking aside there at the end, I do appreciate everyone who takes the time to come on this questionnaire, right? I know it's not just a few questions, so I appreciate everyone taking time to write, especially the people who, who wrote a little bit more. I always love reading as much as I can from these, and the fact that we were able to go through every response for each of the questions, again, I was happy to do so. Of course, I know we're coming up to about 25 minutes here, so if anything, hopefully this gives you guys something today to maybe chat about in some regards until we hopefully see season 2 after reset today, which is going to be really exciting. I can't wait to cover a lot. And again, thank you all for taking the time to fill this one out. Always appreciate. Much love to the community out there. And yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts, comments, or thoughts in the comments down below. I'm sure this video could potentially have the most comments out of all my videos thus far, so we'll see how that plays out. I'll definitely be reading and paying attention along. And yeah, that's it for me. So as always, until next time, I'll catch you later.